Good morning. Welcome to the John Mendola Show here at WILK. Well, a frosty start here to February, but maybe that early spring, according to our friendly groundhog here in Pennsylvania. We'll see how all that stuff goes. We're going to talk some high school wrestling a lot this morning here on the show. Also going to talk some high school basketball, both on the girls and the guys side. Holy Redeemer, a big win for them last night against Wyoming Seminary. The Berwick girls victorious last night as well. And right now, let's get some wrestling in here. JJ Konigus, the head coach, joining us from Lake Lehman. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good. Win last night, and you guys, the district team duels and championship going on today. So let's first talk about the season, how things have been going there for Lake Lehman.
Things have been going well. The boys have been wrestling real good, and we're having a great season so far. This weather has put a little damper on things for all the teams, though. Just by cancellation of school, and it's tough to get in the room to practice. So. It's especially kids watching their weight, so it's not only hurting us, but it's hurting everybody.
Well, last night you guys able to move forward, so let's talk about what happened last night.
Last night we wrestled a tough Western Wayne team, and our kids just came out to wrestle. Man, we wrestled great. Nothing I can say. Hats off to Western Wayne and their coaching staff. They traveled all the way up to Lake Lehman, and but our boys just we wrestled hard. We stayed in good positions, and we put it on them. And then we came back and beat Montrose in the second match, and this is where we're sitting today in the finals.
Well, in a couple of minutes, we're going to get over to Tunkhannock, Coach Bob Hedgety. Let's talk a little bit about the Tigers this year. They've had some challenges with injuries, a devastating situation there, but nonetheless, they're not going to back down. They'll come out and just give it their best effort today.
I really feel for the team and Coach Hedgety's and Coach Traver and their coaching staff, and they had some tough times with injuries. And it's hurt the team, but they're still wrestling tough. They're tough kids. I love Coach Hedgety. He's a good, really good friend of mine. I love wrestling against him. It's just a great friend. We have great camaraderie there, and he's got a great team. And I can't say enough about him.
How about the energy today at Pittston area with the AAA and the AA? Talk about what it's like as a coach, as a fan, as a wrestler. People will pack it and try to soak it up today. For you, what's the experience like?
It's just great for our kids and our fans, and especially for wrestling. This is what wrestling needs. It needs to pack the gyms like it used to be in the '90s and in early 2000s, and let these kids experience, this, fans cheering, and they're going to get the jitters, and they're going to be a little nervous going on the mat, but, it's just a great thing to see all these people come out to watch high school wrestling and, support their teams.
We are going to catch up in the next couple of weeks with you and your wrestlers. Let's talk about a couple of guys that you feel have really stood out this year for the Lake Lehman Black Knights on the mat.
You know what? I got some really tough kids, and my whole team has just really stood out to me. Every single kid plays a part on this team, whether they're in the lineup or not in the lineup. In the practice room and practice partners. But we have some studs. And you got your Bob Longs and your Hunter Burks and your Jake Trumbauers and your Zach Stewarts and your Nick Saboskis, and they're my sophomores, and we're a really young team, but. Bob Long has really been a leader for us this year. He got his 100th win down at the Ultimate Warrior tournament, and he beat some really quality kids there. He beat some guys that placed last year in the state in top 5, and then he beat some guys that were ranked in the top 3 in the state. So Bob's having just a great season, and he's just leading everybody. He's really turned it on, and when Bob's on, he's on.
Well, it should be fun to watch today. Pittston area is heading 1:30. JJ Konigus, appreciate your time. Go get him today.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay. The Lake Lehman wrestling team taking on Tunkhannock area. We'll get over to the head coach from Tunkhannock coming up here on the John Mendola Show. You can join us every single day online, thejohnmendolashow.com. We appreciate you joining in and following along our local college and high school coaches and athletes, that's for sure. Well, it's coming up on 10:08 here at WI. Okay, let's take a time out. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Frank Sorokatch. Break like a good neighbor. Frank Sorokatch in Tunkhannock is there. We'll be back in WILK.